The fire crackled, casting twisted shadows over the trees. The campers huddled closer as Sam began his story, his voice low and steady. Years ago, right here in these woods, there was a park ranger named Jack. People say he was different. He preferred the company of trees over people, and he would go days without seeing another human. One cold October night, Jack went on his usual patrol, but never came back. They searched for weeks, but there was no trace of him. Then campers started seeing things. They'd hear footsteps at night, crunching in the leaves outside their tents. Some people swore they saw a man lurking just out of sight, staring with hollow eyes. But when they'd call out, he'd vanish into the trees. One night, a family camping nearby heard something outside their tent, a faint whisper, just on the edge of their hearing. They strained to listen and heard it clearly. "Help me. It's so cold." Against their better judgment, they followed the voice into the trees. The farther they walked, the colder it got and the darker, until they couldn't see their hands in front of their faces. Then they smelled at something rotten, like damp leaves mixed with decay. The whisper grew louder, surrounding them, desperate and pleading. They turned to run, but only the youngest, a little girl, made it back to the campsite alone. They found the others a day later, huddled together in the forest, staring blankly into nothingness, faces twisted in fear. They were alive, but not one of them could speak. They'd lost something that night, something they could never get back. Sam leaned in, his face glowing orange in the firelight. People say Jack still wanders the woods, cold and searching, hoping someone will take his place. And if you hear him whisper your name, a branch snapped in the dark behind them. The campers whipped around, their breath frozen, but there was nothing there. Only the dark woods and the lingering echo of a faint whisper.